The life and lessons of Prophet Solomon. Once, in a time long past, there lived a remarkable man, Prophet Solomon, whose wisdom and power were unmatched. His story begins in his youth, where the seeds of his brilliance were evident. From his father, Prophet David, he inherited not just a kingdom, but also a heart filled with devotion to Allah and an unparalleled sense of justice. Solomon's gifts were extraordinary. Not only could he understand the whispers of birds and the chatter of animals, but he also held command over the jinn, humans, and even the wind. Yet, despite these divine blessings, Solomon remained a man of humility, always mindful of his role as a servant of Allah. The dispute over a child. One day, two women arrived at Solomon's court, their faces lined with desperation. Each claimed to be the mother of the same infant. The court fell silent as Solomon contemplated the dilemma. His piercing gaze moved between the two women, observing every flicker of emotion. With a calm and deliberate demeanor, Solomon devised a plan to reveal the truth. His decision illuminated the essence of a mother's love, bringing peace to a chaotic situation. In the end, the rightful mother embraced her child, while the onlookers marveled at Solomon's insight. The ruined vineyard. Another time, a farmer approached Solomon with a heavy heart. His prized vineyard had been destroyed, trampled by a neighbor's flock of goats. The destruction was complete. The once thriving vineyard lay in ruin. Solomon listened patiently, his mind turning over the problem. His solution was simple, yet ingenious. The goats were temporarily entrusted to the farmer, their value compensating for the loss, while the neighbor toiled to restore the vineyard. When the vineyard flourished again, the goats were returned and harmony was restored. Both men left the court, their grievances resolved with fairness and wisdom. The test of devotion. Amid his many duties, Solomon had a deep love for his horses. Their beauty and strength often captivated him, and he would spend hours admiring them. One day, however, his devotion faltered. He realized he had been so consumed by his admiration that he had neglected his remembrance of Allah. Moved by a profound sense of regret, Solomon made a difficult choice. He sacrificed the horses he cherished so dearly. It was an act of devotion, a demonstration that his love for Allah surpassed all worldly attachments. In return, Allah granted him an extraordinary gift, the power to command the wind, which carried him swiftly across the lands. The Queen of Sheba, Solomon's fame spread far and wide, eventually reaching the distant kingdom of Saba, ruled by Queen Sheba. Intrigued by tales of Solomon's wisdom and power, she decided to meet him. Her journey was long, and when she finally arrived, she was greeted with a sight that took her breath away. Solomon's palace shimmered with splendor, a reflection of his divine blessings. Yet, it was not the opulence that struck her most, but his wisdom and humility. As she observed his court and his devotion to Allah, she realized the futility of her people's sun worship. The queen's heart softened, and she submitted to the truth, embracing the worship of Allah. The final lesson: Solomon's life was one of greatness, yet his death carried a lesson even more profound. He passed away while leaning on his staff, overseeing his court as always. Days turned into weeks, and none realized he had left this world. The jinn, who tirelessly labored under his command, continued their work, oblivious to his demise. It was only when termites gnawed through his staff that Solomon's body fell. The scene shocked all who witnessed it. The jinn, who were thought to possess knowledge of the unseen, realized their limitations. The event was a stark reminder that even the most powerful are subject to the will of Allah. The legacy of Solomon. Through his life and deeds, Solomon left a legacy of wisdom, justice, and devotion. His story is a timeless reminder that true greatness lies not in power or wealth, but in submission to Allah and service to His creation. The lessons of his life continue to inspire, urging us to walk the path of humility and righteousness. Thus ends the tale of Prophet Solomon, a man whose life was a testament to the boundless mercy and wisdom of Allah.